Hi, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me again on this episode. As you all know, or if you don't know yet, I'm in my second year in medical school, and I thought of doing an end of school year evaluation. So when I'm done with my second year, which I'm almost done with, I'll do an evaluation video, okay? But I also thought, how can I do a second year evaluation video when I don't have a first year evaluation video? So I decided to just do it now. And it's coming out this late because I didn't have a YouTube channel when I was in first year. I just started when I came into second year. Yeah, that's what this episode is about. It's a first year medical school evaluation. So let's start off with the first days in school. So for me, my first day in school was a little confusing. Medical students reported earlier, like a week earlier than the other courses, so the school was practically empty. Okay, so reporting the first day and moving into my new room and finding friends that I know and all that, it was a little stressful. I mean, registering courses, submitting important documents, it'll be very stressful, and it comes with the whole package. Okay, as a first year medical student, it's supposed to be like that, except maybe you get from somewhere that everything goes smoothly for you. So the first days, or maybe the first week, nothing really goes on. Okay, so you'd probably want to use this time to get acquainted with people, find new friends, so you don't get lonely. That's if you don't already know people before you went to school. Okay, so you make new friends, get acquainted with your roommates. If you don't have roommates too, you just maybe your neighbors in the hostel. Also, this is very important. You have to make friends with your senior course mates because they've been there, they've done that, so they can give you important info about the whole course, how to go about it, exams, assignments. It's just cool to have an idea of what you're going into. Maybe you would have probably heard some stuff about what you're going to do already, but hearing it from people that have already been through it is actually better. Please try to use your first week profitably before the actual work begins. So orientation. I really don't know any college or university that doesn't have orientation for first year students, but it's something that you really don't want to miss. Okay, so your first orientation, you'll be clarified on things that you probably heard, and some things may be new. So if you didn't also get time to make inquiries about your course, you would get your questions and more answered during orientation. So as I said, you really don't want to miss your first orientation. It's very important. So before your first lecture, you probably have a lot of expectations, like, are my classmates going to be cool? I hope I'm going to make some cool friends. I hope I don't answer a question in class and make a fool of myself, because actually first impression really counts. Okay, so I didn't really bother much about the friends making stuff because I knew some few people before we came to school, and I met some during the first week when we came to school. So I wasn't really bothered about making new friends on my first lecture, but I made new friends during my first lecture. And you actually have to be open-minded because it's something that you've never really done before, so you should be open to a lot of expectations. But also, how your first lecture goes for you depends solely on you. Okay, but don't worry, the lecture kind of know that we just came out of high school, and so we have to take it easy on us. So don't be worried about too much pressure on the first day. So making friends, okay. It's really important that you try to make friends in your class because it's not just for the fun of it. Having friends in your class can go a long way to help you in so many ways, because you're going to be with those same classmates for a very long time. So you don't want to be on anybody's bad side. You should try to start off on a good note. So the actual week. For my class, schoolwork actually began after the first week of reporting. That's when lectures, skills, and practicals and any other thing began. So as a first year medical student, you'll probably be tense because it's something new and you've heard a lot about it being tough and stressful. So you want to do everything right. And in attempt to do everything right, you might end up letting tension get in the way. And you don't really want that, because if tension sets in, it's probably going to mess you up, especially with exams. As a first year medical student, one thing that will probably scare you the most is examination. Yes. And there are those that come into medical school with the notion that they were doing so well in high school, so they've got this and there's no way they would slack. But that's okay. It's okay to believe so much in yourself. But then when complacency sets in, that's where the problem comes. The grading system in uni may not be so favorable as in high school. So you really want to be careful not to overdo things and lose track of what you're actually supposed to do. When it comes to examinations, just be open-minded and work hard. That's it. So as part of our assessment, aside the written examinations, we also have AOSK. AOSK is an abbreviation for Objective Structured Clinical Examination. Okay, so it's just a test on clinical skills and techniques that we are taught already in school. My first AOSK was really fun, especially the preparation parts. We usually put ourselves into groups depending on who your friends are and who you just want to pair up with. So we put ourselves in groups and then we practice on ourselves. So if it's bandaging, then we have a bandage and then we just practice on ourselves how to do it and all that. And it's really fun. But then the not so fun aspect is the day of the AOSK. Okay, it's after all these preparations and feeling like you're really prepared, you don't want to mess up. So you enter there with a lot of tension. And so AOSK is usually done in stages and they are called AOSK stations. So from one station to another, you are asked to do different things. So when you enter your first station is really important. You should kill it in your first station, okay? So when you enter your first station and then you slack and then you get a negative comment from the doctor or something, then it kind of spoils your whole mood for the rest of the stations. But then if it happens that you slack, you have to get it off your mind and move on so it doesn't spoil your performance in the next day. On a general, AOSK is really fun. So the last trimester of the school year is usually for TTFPP. TTFPP is an abbreviation for Third Trimester Field Practical Program, and we usually go to communities to offer services. We usually stay there for close to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. For me, I had mixed experiences. It wasn't all good, but we're able to endure because we know that it's not for a very long time. We just go there, endure, get through it, and go back home. And also one motivation is that after TTFPP, we are done and we are going on a very long break. So in the long run, the end will definitely come and you will feel relieved because first year is over and you've been able to pull through and you are able to move to the next level. That's like one of the best feelings ever. So surviving first year of medical school is just really about knowing what you're getting into so that you don't face a lot of surprises on the way and you are prepared for whatever you're going to meet on the way, okay? But generally, first year medical school is very stressful. Yes, it's probably going to be one of the most stressful stages in your journey and it comes with the whole package, so you have to enjoy it. And definitely you're going to pull through because you'll not be the first person to go through it, right? So like I said, this is something I intend doing after a whole school year. I'll evaluate that. So I'll be ending my second year very soon, and so watch out for a second year evaluation video. Okay, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please like this video, and please tell me in the comment section what you think about this first year evaluation video. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye.